Jane Fonda's love life, all boyfriends and husbands from 1960 to present. She's an Academy Award-winning actress, a fearless political activist, a fitness icon, and an enduring force in Hollywood for over 6 decades. But beyond the red carpets and protest marches, Jane Fonda has lived a deeply fascinating love life, full of passion, heartbreak, marriages, reinventions, and a few surprising turns. Today, we explore every major relationship in Jane Fonda's life, from her early days in the 1960s, through 3 marriages, a few scandalous flings, and a fiercely independent present. This is Jane Fonda's complete romantic journey from 1960 to today. 1. Roger Vadim, The French Connection, 1965 and 1973. Jane's first marriage was to Roger Vadim, the French film director famous for his relationships with Brigitte Bardot and Catherine Deneuve. They met in the early 1960s and married in 1965. Vadim introduced Jane to the world of European cinema and glamour. They had a daughter, Vanessa Vadim, in 1968. But behind the scenes, the relationship was turbulent. Jane has admitted that Vadim led a wild lifestyle, including inviting other women into their marriage. By 1973, they divorced. Still, Fonda credits Vadim with helping her find her sexual confidence and awakening her interest in international culture. Two. Tom Hayden, The Political Power Couple, 1973-1990. Right after her divorce, Jane married political activist Tom Hayden, one of the founders of Students for a Democratic Society and a well-known face in the anti-war movement. With Hayden, Jane's life took a dramatic turn. She became politically radicalized, marched against the Vietnam War, and even earned the nickname Hanoi Jane after visiting North Vietnam. They had a son, Troy Garrity, in 1973, and adopted a daughter, Mary Luana Williams. Their relationship lasted nearly 17 years, and though it began with shared values and activism, the emotional toll of their public life eventually led to a divorce in 1990. Three. Ted Turner, The Billionaire Romance, 1990-2001. Next came her most surprising and high-profile relationship. Jane married Ted Turner, the billionaire founder of CNN and media mogul, in 1991. Jane once described Ted as an outrageous character and admitted their relationship was intensely passionate, but also emotionally difficult. He was spontaneous, wild, and charismatic, but also deeply rooted in his own world. Fonda put much of her career on hold to support him, traveling constantly and being the first lady of Turner Enterprises. By 2001, they divorced. Jane said she realized she was losing herself in the marriage and needed to reclaim her own voice. In her memoir, she lovingly reflects on Ted as her last great relationship, even though they weren't right for the long haul. Four. Donald Sutherland, The Secret Affair, late 1960s, early 1970s. One of the lesser-known but fascinating relationships in Jane's life was her affair with actor Donald Sutherland, her co-star in Clute. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, and off-screen, they had a secret romance during the late 60s into the early 70s, while Fonda was transitioning from her Vadim years into activism. Though brief, it was described as intense and passionate, ending before things got too serious. 5. Rumored romances and fling years, 2001 to 2015. After her divorce from Ted Turner, Jane remained single for many years. But that doesn't mean there weren't suitors. Over the years, rumors linked her with Richard Perry, a music producer and entrepreneur whom she officially dated from 2009 to 2017. Jane once said he was the first man to really make her feel seen in years. There were also whispers about George Hamilton and a flirtation with Chris Christopherson, but these were never confirmed. With Richard Perry, Jane seemed to find a peaceful companionship, but in 2017, they amicably split. Jane later said, "At this point in my life, I don't want to be in a relationship again. I've closed up shop." Six. Independent era, choosing herself, 2017 present. Now in her 80s, Jane Fonda has spoken openly about reclaiming her independence and choosing not to date anymore. In her own words, "I don't want to be in a relationship again. I don't have time. I'm not lonely. I've never been happier." She spends her days fighting for climate justice, making award-winning TV shows like Grace and Frankie, and inspiring millions with her honesty, humor, and resilience. Fondas. Love life may have been filled with romantic highs and lows, but today, her focus is all about self-love, purpose, and peace. Complete relationship timeline. Roger Vadim, married, 1965-1973. Donald Sutherland, affair, late 1960s, 1970s. Tom Hayden, married, 1973-1990. Ted Turner, married, 1991-2001. Richard Perry, dated, 2009 to 2017. Single and thriving, 2017 to present. Final thoughts. Jane. Fonda's romantic history isn't just a string of names. It's a reflection of her growth, her courage to change, and her refusal to be boxed in. From Hollywood starlet to rebel activist, from billionaire wife to feminist icon, Jane's journey through love shows us that it's never too late to find yourself. And that sometimes the best love story is the one you have with yourself. Tell us in the comments, which of Jane's love stories surprised you the most? Do you think she and Ted Turner were soulmates? What do you admire most about her journey? Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the to stay updated on more legendary love lives and untold Hollywood stories. Thanks for watching Star Love Diaries.